Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the second hour here of Once Upon a Game. We're playing Vincent Baker's and Meg Baker's The King is Dead, which is a fun little G-rated. Can't do it. Nope.
Is it G rated?
It's basically your Firebrands meets Game of Thrones. So, yeah, boy, our first hour here, we saw two of our characters end up getting captured. Rip. And let's see what happens from there. So, Brad, you haven't gone yet.
Well, I did the intrigue and muster, but yeah, that wasn't like a full scene. So I was thinking a conversation over food would be pretty cool.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Well, I think that it's like formally held as a chance to negotiate over this prisoner exchange. And for Sandorial to make to have a chance to enter into possible agreements with other houses while having servants available to listen to their conversations. So highly advantageous.
So are you suggesting that we take the prisoner to like your palace or something and then have dinner? Or do you want to do this at the foot of the cliff with just the people that are present?
I was thinking that there'd be like that this wouldn't happen like immediately after either the chase or the skirmish. But
You're
there'd be
fast forwarding in some time.
Send envoys. And not necessarily with the prisoners there, but certainly that is an option.
Oh yeah, no, I have no problem playing someone else of my house. Yeah, it makes sense too. Yeah, I'll play someone else of my house.
But which? Which player
like if Oak is eager to trade off Helja. Is that the correct pronunciation?
Hell yeah, yeah.
Maybe she would be brought. And
well, here's the thing: is that you pick which player you're going to do the scene with.
Okay.
And then other players that feel they could make an argument for their characters to be there can join in.
Okay. Well, so right now, even though they've been through losses, Dillastone is like they were most recently in power, right? And
Dillastone is currently in power.
Okay, so is probably with Dillastone in general, and although it'd be up to Anthony's character. Who I'm
Balder?
Yes, but it'd be up to Balder as to whether or not that would be with Maven herself or another representative of Dillastone.
Oh, I'd bring Maven. That makes sense.
Good deal. Okay, so. So I guess we all have to say how we look at our mood. Bran is turned out in sort of an embarrassment of rubies on fine black cloth, a great coat or great cloak over a tunic and hose, and he seems rather self-satisfied, pleased, and is thus far being quite genial.
Yeah, Helia's not very pleased, not very genial.
You don't say.
Pretty pissed off, actually. Her she still carries a little bit of the way she carries herself, even as a prisoner, still she carries a lot of grace. But boy, she's not happy. She's a sad girl.
Yeah, I think Balder is definitely like definitely happy, boisterous. Definitely has like a cup of like ale in his hand, kind of talking to his clansmen. At this point, kind of you saw like the war, like what he wears to war earlier, and now it's very much um, very nice fur cape, and not necessarily like the same style of tunic that maybe other people would wear, but still something very nice. Still in the kind of that mauve and white coloring with the accents, and yeah, I guess the one thing to note is that the culture for a prisoner exchange is actually very cordial. So besides the fact that Mav wouldn't or Maven wouldn't have any of her weapons, this is not like she's like tight. Like there's nothing that like suggests like we're not gonna we don't torture prisoners officially, or like there's no kind of disrespect in terms of how Maven got here or how she looks now. So I guess whatever Sandy says that Maven looks like, she definitely looks like that.
Well, that seems like a good lead in to I've probably been given something to wear because I had my armor and then whatever I wear underneath my armor on the field. And then you guys all took that from me and were like, you're putting this on.
I definitely think this is official. Like there's always been some talks, and during that talks there was clothes that are from your house that were given so that you had something presentable to wear to this festive occasion.
I think it's better if I have to wear something that your family provided and I'm wearing your colors.
Okay, that works.
I find that more interesting. Also, I have a black eye and a split lip, and I don't talk about it.
Gotta talk to some of my clansmen.
Officially, that didn't happen.
I guess Sir Antwerp is wearing a chainmail. He's wearing a tabard with this deep red with the brown oak tree on it. And he's really conflicted about this. I think he's had a conversation with the Sandorials before, making it clear that this prisoner knows information that would be appear damaging to them. So hopefully the reason that they are having a dinner conversation with all of our enemies here means that they're planning to go public with this affair as a formal marriage. But otherwise, there's this huge conflict of interest for Sir Antwerp.
Definitely. So I think that's hold on. The person with the lowest current muster takes the first turn. Oh, perfect. Hey, what's up, everybody? So riding that little coattail there, I think what I want to see is I'm trying to convince you of giving me an honest answer here. And obviously I'm talking to Sir Antwerp here. What do you think will happen between House Oak and House Dillistern once they find out that House Oak hasn't been loyal and been shopping around?
hopefully we can reach some kind of agreement. However, I don't think House Oak actually supports House Dillstone to be king. And they must surely suspect the same. It is not our way to be deceitful and hide the truth. Our alliance at the point is mostly a matter of convenience.
House Oak has always been such a loyal house to Dillistone. At least that's what people tell me. Perhaps I'm wrong. We'll see.
We are loyal because in the past, that is what the law suggests. The current law is less clear.
Is this just you who holds this opinion, or is your whole house?
It's my whole house.
Hmm.
I think House Dillstone surely knows that they can't trust us.
Okay. So, unlike the other firebrands, you can ask as many questions as you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and can anyone go next, or is there like a turn order?
Oh, anyone can go.
Okay. So I think that Bran hasn't heard that yet, because there's the table is huge. It's set up so that people can manage to have like quiet side conversations.
Right.
So I think that he would chat up Maven, or at least her delegation, and try to convince her that it is actually House Lunesta that they need to worry about. That clearly, I've heard rumors that they were planning to inveigle you in some sort of lies and intrigue, and I think that if we can come to an understanding, both our houses can stand strong through the coming storm. So in this attempt to convince you, am I successful?
I don't imagine you're speaking specifically to Maven. You're probably just speaking to other Dillistone nobles who are present. And I think that they are open to talking about this further, but you haven't really secured that we need to go destroy the Lunesta people.
Oh, please! I such harsh words. Destroy is. I understand why such reaction might be on the table. However, I think if we merely together say undermined their supply trains. I mean, they are an interloper, and thus vulnerable in that sense. And I think that a small measure would pay out more than open war.
Good Lord Sandorio, while your position holds merit, our first and primary concern must be the securement of our dear cousin, who has been taken by brigands who still manage to have noble standing. So Hopefully you will understand that first we must reunite our family and take her back from these barbarians, these backwards peoples, before we can even begin to discuss foreign affairs.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry. If there is anything I can do to help House Dillistone in that endeavor, please do not hesitate to ask. We are your loyal allies now and always.
Of course. Totally buying that.
So, I think that kind of comes to me, and so mechanically I will pass, but I mean, yeah, I think it's the smash cuts to after their conversation, and the smash cuts to me, just like hooping and hollering with the rest of House Ant here, just having a great time right now, just eating this delectable meat and potatoes.
Mm.
And then the camera pans down and you see Maven sitting next to these hooping and hollering people, just like staring into her wine. So also mechanically I'm passing.
So I guess Sir Antwerp is talking to Brian of Sandorio and trying to get you to let's see here. I need you to reassure me that there will be a public wedding that will bring this terrible, shameful dalliance and make it respectable in front of the eyes of the people. So, can you or do you?
Well, I'm sure that such a thing can be arranged. There's always the matter of timing.
The time is short, my friend.
Oh, yes, of course. There is a small matter or two that I think must be put in place beforehand, but perhaps it would be possible to announce the engagement very soon.
Why don't we take a walk and you can explain to me what issues are currently preventing this engagement from being announced?
Very well.
All right.
I look forward. It is most fortuitous that you found that spy on your grounds. That Helga, is that her name? In any case,
Technically, they were in your lands, and we just happened to be there. Your own security measures were far inadequate for what would be expected of ruling this kingdom. I hope that in the future you will work with us to improve those methods.
Of course. I mean, there were, of course, extenuating circumstances. There's much afoot, but I do heartily appreciate your offer, and would be glad to accept. I'm sure that together we can make sure that no such breaches ever occur in the future.
Yes, but tell me, what is delaying this marriage?
Well, unfortunately, the would not seem on the face of it that the entanglement between House Antwerp and Dillastone would be a matter at all when it comes to this. There are, sadly, the Antwerps are have a bit of a hold on some of our bannermen. It's something that we've been trying to keep quiet, but
You need me to release these, and by the way, it's House Oak, right? Not House Antwerp. Antwerp is my character's name.
Yes. No. I'm
getting a little bit confused. Are you saying
sorry. No.
I'm holding people prisoner?
No. I'm lying about House Antwerp, not fabricating something about our houses.
Yeah.
Okay.
In any case, I think that that side matter can be resolved, but if our house was to suddenly announce an alliance, it would make things rather difficult for our bannermen. I'm sure, as I said, that that it will come to a fair conclusion very soon. But in the meantime, while I very much anticipate strengthening our bonds, we have a responsibility to make sure that our bannermen do not suffer for something that would be greed on our part. Were we to pursue it too zealously?
Let me put your mind to rest. There will be no harm coming to your bannermen unless this alliance fails to be made in a timely fashion.
Thank you for that. I shall, totally ignoring the threat part of that.
Sure.
I shall very much endeavor to move things along as quickly as possible.
I will go after I leave this fantastic party, and I will check on them myself. I hope there will be good news waiting for me at Castle Black when I arrive.
I am sure word will be sent very soon. I mean,
Excellent. All right, I'm satisfied.
Me too.
I think there's still the matter of the exchange of prisoners, and I think.
I mean, it seems like I have all the prisoners.
Oh no, I'm satisfied with that specific interaction.
There's one prisoner I don't have. Yes, I think I shall be taking her as well.
Oh my!
Wait, what?
Unless you disagree.
Well, that would provide a certain leverage. Perhaps Balder would agree to exchange his prisoner for your own.
Perhaps.
Well, if he gives you any trouble on that point, please do come to me. And I'm sure that I shall at least do my very best to smooth the way.
I'm sure you will.
So I think that's like a good stopping point, at least for that part.
I don't believe I get to make another question anyhow, so.
I think. Well, no. I think we all, unless we all leave the conversation.
Which I think we kind of do.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then we have another. Words. Then we have another round.
All right.
I have an idea for a scene.
Okay.
Okay. I was actually going to do a quick little bit of intrigue.
Okay.
And I was looking at it while that intrigue between Sandorial and Oak was happening, and it gave me a really good idea for how Bran is able to convince Balder to have this prisoner exchange.
Okay.
And House Antir marries a great tribal chiefess to a prince of House Sandorial, and they both gain a muster.
Ooh. Well, Sandorial can't go up any higher.
Oh, darn.
I'm okay with all of this now.
But Antir goes up.
And that means that Oak goes down.
Yes.
If somebody can move Oak right now, I would be pretty happy. There we go.
And nobody lost any more parts. Yay.
All right.
There.
Oh.
No. Well, spoke too soon.
I know. I thought I had it.
What happened?
What exactly happened there?
There we go.
Was there a prisoner exchange?
Grouped it.
So what happened is that House Oak got Maven Dillistone as a prisoner or a ward or whatever. But in exchange, the Sandorials had to marry one of their princes to one of the Antiri tribal chiefesses.
Okay. I get it.
Which happens before any marriage that you get to do to solidify your alliance. So, intrigue.
Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Man, I need to get up on the board here. I need to know. So I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna go to Oak. Maybe I think an envoy shows up to House Oak. I think we're going to have an animated disagreement.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
The disagreement is that House Oak despite what it thinks of itself, it's a loser. House Oak is a loser.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you guys are. I think you're getting walked all over. I think Sandorial and Dillistone have that once House Dillistone and House Sandorial make a formal alliance, you're irrelevant, and you need a friend. Cause like Antir, they're everyone's kind of ignoring Oak right now. It's kind of you're falling behind.
It's only because they don't know about our.
It is in your
strategy.
It is in your best interest that that House Lunest works with you, cooperates with you. You're clearly strong. You captured our Elia. You guys are competent horse riders.
That's very true.
So that's I think the matter of disagreement is that I'm trying to get you to work with me with an alliance here.
Okay. I don't really feel like it's a disagreement. I actually was like, how can I turn this captive situation into an advantage? And now it's happening. But yeah. So what do I need to do?
We need to determine where we're holding this discussion and who else is present.
I feel like I've established that I'm going to Castle Black, so you could
Okay.
you send your envoy to our secret prison castle.
Okay, so we go to Castle Black.
I think you guys need to decide the stakes, right?
Yeah.
So what is your position?
I think my position is that we do need to work together, but
I'm trying to convince you to work with me.
I mean, my position is we should work together.
So it sounds like you're not actually disagreeing.
We're not having a disagreement.
This is a problem. What do I want?
Isn't the disagreement?
Then
of
maybe
who's
this
leading,
isn't.
though? Yeah, who's lead?
Oh, that's true. Who's in charge of this partnership, basically?
Yeah, like who's the boss? I think the boss should be House Oak. Clearly.
There we go.
I don't know. I feel like
I mean, you just offered to support House Oak, therefore House Oak is the one that appears to be in charge, right?
no, I think I'm gonna modify this, man. I think I'm gonna go down a different game. I'm actually gonna do an intrigue and muster because this is basically what I want to see by the end of it.
Sure.
To make it more interesting, and that House Oak. Oh boy, no, I don't want to do that one actually. Okay. House Oak fosters several young princes and princesses overseas in the households of House Lunest. Both of us gain 1 muster.
All right.
Oh, you're knocking me down.
So I go up.
So if I think I have an idea of what I want to do.
But you also need to go down and muster.
1 sec. Silly Oak. Okay. So during your conversation that kind of never happened.
Yeah, that's
So we
fair.
had this conversation, and all of a sudden we decided to work
Well,
together.
I mean, obviously, it's just that we both agreed that we're going to work together. So an argument didn't
the
make sense.
disagreement that never happened.
Yeah. So it turned out that we're actually amenable to this. So I just did an intrigue to represent the ramifications of that.
The one thing that you mentioned was that, like, you were like, oh, House Interior is there, and I think during this kind of time, Interior is mustering support from all the untamed tribes. Or no, sorry, that's the wrong one. So during this time, the High Priestess of House Interior invokes the Blood Goddess of Vengeance to stand in war. House Interior gains 2 muster.
You can't do an intrigue for your own house.
Oh, that's right. I forget.
I mean, I guess you can, but it has to be yours and somebody else's.
You're right. No. So wait, let me redo this. And obviously, if we can't do that, all right, it made sense. Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think at this time, House Sandoria is making some noise. After marrying with Antir, I think they feel pretty safe right now, and they're going to go on the offense. So they're actually going to besiege House Dillstone's fortress at North Veiled, letting starvation and disease decimate its people and putting its surrendering warriors to the sword. House Dillstone loses 1 muster.
Can't
I know.
Agreed.
Rock bottom. Woo!
Wow, we're assholes.
More for the narrative.
Yeah, I think probably in the process of that, we do in fact go ahead with the marriage.
Oh yeah, no, it happened. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what, like the justification. Like,
Sure.
you have an ally, and then you're like, well, obviously I'm going to go for the throat, right?
Yeah.
Quite literally in this bullet point.
Well, I sort of meant both marriages. I'm sorry.
Okay, I got you now.
Well, multiple marriages.
Now,
right?
now seems like a bad
15 marriages happening right now.
Yeah.
I feel it's time for a dance.
Time to screw over House Oak.
Yeah, that definitely seems like a dance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But are we gonna do? So we're gonna do a dance though.
Yeah, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Am I starting to dance?
Yeah, but I think we're gonna do a dance because it's gonna take a long time. We should go to our break because dances take like 20 minutes. All right.
Especially the way we do 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way we do.
Everybody dances.
Cool. Yeah. So all right, guys. Then yeah, I know it's a little short, but we'll be back in 5 minutes. So we make sure that we get the whole dance, and I don't have to go to the bathroom. So all right. So we'll be back, guys.